Hello everyone, this is Krishna Chaudhary and this is the part 2 of Python tutorial. And in this video I will show you the Python data types, especially string. So in this video I will cover the string data type and these topics as given in. So we will cover string, escape sequence in string, surprising special characters, meanings, raw strings, triple quit strings. So let's begin with the data types. Data type are nothing but variables you use to reserve some space in memory. Python variables do not need an explicit declaration to reserve memory space. The declaration happens automatically when you assign a value to a variable. So now the string data type. So string is identified as a contiguous set of characters represented in a single or double quotation marks. Python allow for either pairs of single or double quotation. Strings are immutable sequence data type. Each time one mark any change to a string, completely new string object is created. As you can see in here, the print I am a string, and here you can single quote, and when you write this syntax in the Python interpreter, so you get the answer in this way, I am string. And when you want to check the type of that string or some variable, you can type and the braces you can write the variable name or that string, so you can get the class of that variable. So here you can see the class is string. So I'll just show you some demonstration with example of this string. So let's Jupyter notebook, which is available in the Anaconda software. You can download that software and you can use this. Let's begin with the string. I just write the first string data type, string data type, and I mark this as a markdown. So this is for the heading, and now print single quotation I am a strings, and I just run this and you can see I am a string. This is the R output. Now with this double quotation I am a string and run this. So we can use both single quotation or double quotes. Now if you want to assign a variable that string, now if you want to assign this string to a variable and then print, then how can we do? I will show you. Let me show that. Okay, so a string, sorry, okay, and let me print this, print and a underscore str. I just run this and you can see this is the variable, and we assign this string to the variable name a underscore string and print that a string. Now we want to see the type or class of this variable, so just write type and run this code. The type of this class is string, as you can see here. Okay, or you can print this also by writing this print, and then you can see class string. So you can see the type of any variable by using this type function. Okay, now as I told you previously, this string is the continuous set of characters that represent in the single or double quotation marks. Okay, so if you want to print the first letter of this string, then how can you do? Okay, so let me show you how we can do that. Okay, just print and str square bracket, and the index of this string start with 0, so I just print here 0, type 0 and run this. So you can see here I is print the first letter of this string. Now if you want to print a subset of that string, you can do also like in this manner, string and like print a underscore str starting index like 2, give you 2 and 3. Fourth one is not, last index is not included when we print. Okay, SIM, see here A and M, so index of A is 2 and index of M is. A string in Python can contain as many as characters as you wish. The only limit is your machine memory resource. A string can also be empty. Now how can we print the empty string? Let me show you. I just assign a variable strb underscore str and assign in the empty string, and print that. Print this variable b underscore str. So you can see nothing is shown here because our string is empty. Now we see the type or class of that variable. Okay, so you can see here string is does not printed, and the class is a string of that this variable. Okay, so what if you want to include a quote character as part of the string itself? Your first impulse might be to try something like this. Okay, so I just show you. Print now quote. As you can see, that doesn't work so well. The string in this example opens with the single quote, so Python assumes the next single quote, the one in parenthesis, okay, which was intended to be part of the string, is the closing delimiter. The final single quote is then a string and cause the syntax error, so is shown here, that invalid syntax. If you want to include at the data the type of quote character within the string, the simplest way is to delimit the string with the other type. If a string is 2 containing a single quote, delimit it with double quote and vice versa. Let me show you. So and sorry, I forgot here this one, and then I show you again. So again this is giving the same error. Now I run this and see. Yeah, so you can see when we use double quotation mark, then it is giving the perfect result as we want, and we do vice versa also. When we require double quotation mark in our string, then we can use by doing outer quotation mark in a single quotation. Okay, it's looking perfect, and I run this. As you can see, this string is shown as perfect as per required. Okay, so we can use single or double quotation mark in our string as per our requirement by using vice versa. Now escape sequence in string. Sometimes you want Python to interpret a character or sequence of character within a string differently. This may occur in one of two ways. You might want to suppress the spatial interpretation that certain characters are usually given within a string. Second one, you may want to apply spatial interpretation to character in a string with which would normally be taken literally. You can accomplish this using a backslash character. A backslash character in a string including that one or more characters that follow it should be treated specially. This is referred to as an escape sequence because the backslash causes the subsequent character sequence to escape its usually meaning. So let me show you how it works. So there's two types: suppressing special character meaning or applying special meaning to characters. So we go through one by one. Now suppressing special character meaning. So these are the four types for suppressing special character meaning. So I show you with the help of the example the complete demonstration. Okay, so remember, from here we start suppressing and I just use single one and run. So this is giving you a syntax error, and if I use backslash in the same string, in front of this a single quotation, okay, and run this, as you can see this is working perfectly. So show you with this single quotation mark. Okay, just copy here, sorry it's going up, and using this one double quotation mark here also, and using backslash and then run. See what happens. So it is also working. Ordinarily a new line character terminate new line input, so press enter in the middle of a string will cause Python to think it is incomplete. Let me show, if you have this one string and you just enter this and this interpreted now, so think that this is the incomplete. So let's run this and see what the, so this IOL while scanning string letter is giving the error. Now how to fix it? So we use backslash after this contains, we use backslash here and run this string. So you can see here, and this is showing the complete string. Okay, to include the literal backslash in a string, escape it with a backslash. Now I show you example, like print single quotation mark and double backslash and bar and run. So if you want to include backslash in your string, then you can do this by using double backslashes. Okay, applying special meaning to characters. Now applying special meaning to characters. Suppose you need to create a string that containing a tab character in it. Some text editor may allow you to insert a tab character directly into your code, but many programmers consider that poor practice for several reasons. The computer can distinguish between a tab character or a sequence of space character, but you can't do a human reading the code. Tab and space character are visually indistinguishable. Some text editors are configured to automatically eliminate tab characters by expanding them to the appropriate number of space. Some Python REPL environments will not insert tab into code. In Python and almost all other common computer language, a tab character can be specified by space escape sequence /t. So I show you before showing this I show you this table which we use to apply special meaning to character like /n for new line, /t for tab, /r for return characters, and all others. Okay, so I show you the example of the view of okay, so let's begin with the example. Now print /t b ar and run this. So we use /t for the tab in this string. As you can see, the tab is reflecting in this string. Okay, so the combination is interrupt as. Let me show you some other example also. Print a new line, then you can do also here like single quotation a \n for new line and b and just run. So a after that new line is started and print b. Okay, so this type of skip sequence is typically used to insert characters that are not readily generated from the keyboard or are not easily readable or printed. Now come up with the raw strings. A raw string literally R is preceded by small r or capital R, which specifies that escape sequence in the associate strings are not translated. The / character is left in the string. So let's begin with the example. Okay, I just copy this one. Paste and use a small r. Sorry. So this is printing exact same. If you want to use some other like \n between the string, let's see what happened for that also. And this time we use capital R and print. So this is printing exact string. So this is another way to print a raw string. Okay, now triple quoted strings. So there is yet another way of delimiting string in Python. Triple quoted strings are delimited by matching group of 3 single quoted or 3 double quotes. Skip sequence still work in triple quoted string, but single quoted, double quoted, and new line can be included without escaping them. This provides a convenient way to create a string with both single or double quoted in it. I'll just show you the one example of triple quoted string. Print. So this is triple quote and and let me run this. As you can see, when we use these triple single quote character, then we can print exactly same string. I show you one more example by using triple double quote character. Okay, and use triple double quote. Here also. Run. So you can see the as you can see is working fine. So this is the another way you can print exact same string by using these things. Like this video, and please don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, and thank you for watching this video.